Hello everyone, this week we are going to move on to the main points of this chapter, focusing on the 5 methods to do purification. The first method here is filtration. Take note, it is to separate insoluble solid from a liquid. What does it mean? It means, for example, sand water, because your sand is insoluble in water. What you have to do next is, you are going to use this water that contains sand to go through this thing called the filter funnel, and you are going to collect the sand as the residue and the water as the filtrate. Take note of these two terms you must memorize. Okay, the next one is crystallization. Crystallization is mainly to separate soluble solid from a liquid. For example, your salt water. Okay, so from here we have a solution, and the salt is going to dissolve in the water to form a salt water. In order to do crystallization, you have to take note, you have to put the solution on this thing called evaporating dish, and you have to heat. When in exam, remember, you have to write the heating will stop when the first layer of crystal is formed. At this point, there will still be heat in the solution, and then eventually your crystal salt will be formed. After that, the salt will be collected and just dry between sheets of filter paper. Alright, the next one is simple distillation. It is to separate solvent from a liquid containing soluble solid. Again, what does it mean? It means salt water, because your salt can dissolve in water. So instead of receiving the solid, now we want to collect the water. So repeat the same setup. Dissolve the salt in the solution to get your salt water. What we have to do next, we are going to transfer the salt water into this boiling flask. And then we'll go through simple distillation, which has a similar setup as fractional distillation. You will use a Liebig condenser here. Always remember, take note of the water inlet and water outlet, so to ensure you can fill the Liebig condenser with enough cold water. After that, you're going to heat the solution. All of the solution will boil at the boiling point, and the vapor will go through the Liebig condenser and condensers as water, and you can collect them in the beaker. After that, there will be salt left in the flask. And then the fourth one here is fractional distillation. This is what you have seen before. It is mainly to separate solution containing 2 or more miscible liquids. For example, here, if I have a yellow solution and a blue solution, they are going to mix to become a green solution. For example, alcohol and water. Alright, you are going to use this setup containing a Liebig condenser. We are going to transfer this alcohol plus water solution into this flask. And through heating, the alcohol will first become vapor because it has a lower boiling point. When this vapor goes through the Liebig condenser, you will first collect the alcohol. After that, once the heating temperature reaches the boiling point of your water will boil out as vapor, and it will go through the condenser, and you can collect the water at the end of the beaker. Okay, here comes the last method. It is the separating funnel. It is quite straightforward. This is a method to separate 2 or more immiscible liquids, means they are not mixed together. For example, your water and oil. What you have to do next, you have to transfer these solutions, the oil and water, into this thing called the separating funnel. Well, inside you just have to let them set, and then you can separate the water and the oil out into the beaker below, and you will be able to get your water and oil out. Okay, we have come to the end of this video. If you are interested to understand the main points and even highlights for each of the chapter, feel free to subscribe for more videos. At the same time, you can follow me on this platform to get my free notes and reach out for online lessons. See you soon, bye bye.